Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Wednesday night. Now, guys, I know you love Trinity, but unfortunately she couldn't make it with us tonight, so she will be on to next week's show, and we'll be able to get a chance to see her then. But tonight, like we talked about last night, I have none other than Gifts of Faith.
Everybody. I'm back early to help out Journey.
No, she just wants to be here with me. She likes playing house with me over here. She likes playing house. We've got little doggies barking over there and everything. Look at that. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great night. Guys, just so you guys know, just go ahead and say hi. We're putting you guys, everybody's getting put down on a list. We'll be more than happy to tell you who's next. Remember, tonight's jumps are a little bit more than normal because Faith and I will both be doing the reading. So you're going to get a 2-for-1, guys. That's right. 2 for 1. And it's going to be fun. Fun.
And we might agree or we might have a different view, but usually we read about the same.
Get over there and smack you.
Usually we read very similar, so.
True. This is true. But just know, guys, that the jumps are $10 versus the $5 that we normally have. So just know that. And remember, if you'd like to jump the list, I'm going to go ahead and make the post for you guys. Let's put that up there. Oh, that's not the post. Do we speak to the dead? Yes, we do speak to me. We do have mediumship gifts, and we do speak with those on the other side. Unless, now I'm going to put this very clear for everybody to understand. If the loved one that you have recently, now this goes for me for sure, that has just recently passed away within the last 6 months, there is a huge possibility, and I'm going to say 99% of the time, that they're still on the other side and have not made it back to do communications. When you pass, you cross over. So you can meet your maker, get an understanding of what's going on. There's a whole process. But sometimes some people stay earthbound because they're too scared to cross the other side for what they understood here to be wrong, and they're not ready to face their maker. Now, I don't read usually for those who have passed away so soon. I like to give the spirit a chance to cross over, do what they've got to do, and then be able to come back. So that is just my preference. Now, Faith has read for those who have crossed over sooner, but I like to give the spirit time and the person who is grieving the chance to settle.
For me, if my thing is, if they come through, they come through, but I'm not trying, like if it's somebody who's just passed, I'm not going to do it.
Exactly. It makes it hard for us. And if they're on the other side, let's say if they've crossed over, they're in the gates of heaven, there's no communicating with them. But if they're here back in this domain where they can talk to us, absolutely, or spirit can play telephone with us, and we can do it that way. But just, want everybody to know. Now, I see Raha. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But I see your dad passed away 8 months ago. We should be able to connect with him. Not going to make any promises. We're going to wait for his energy to come through. But remember, when we call out your name, you can ask your question, and we'll see what we get there. Okay, sweetheart? All right. Sometimes it's somebody else. It could be your grandmother. It could be your great-grandmother. It could be your guardian angel. Right. It could be so many other people. But we will try our best to connect to the person in which you're trying to communicate with. But we'll see when we get there. Just wanted to see that I saw that in there. And I figured that would help answer the question for other people so they knew. Faith, how do you like my tie? I got it just for you.
See, Journey knows that I like blue on him. So I like that.
You do?
Yeah. That's really cool.
All right. Well, I know we got a lot of people waiting.
Does everybody have their snacks? I got my coffee.
Yes.
I got my Orange Crush. Journey probably has peanut.
Actually, I don't have a snack tonight. I actually ate a little bit, so tonight I don't need because I have one. All right, guys, you heard that bell. You know what that means? That means Mom's here. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Journey's mom. One of these days, I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah, one day you'll get the chance to talk with her. I'm pretty sure that won't be too far away. Guys, don't forget, I'm giving you guys a reminder. This upcoming Sunday, guess what day it is? It's Mother's Day. Don't forget your mom. A reminder,
Why not?
don't forget your mom. Your mom. we won't go there. We let her face. She's hard-headed. All right, so Mom says hi to everybody. She just sent another message. And guys, please bear with me. My internet's acting a little funky. All right. Because I keep seeing my camera going in and out, in and out, in and out. So please bear with me. We have a moderator. She will be talking through my psychic connection. So she will communicate through that for you guys. So you guys, if you have questions and things like that about how we get things done, she will be more than happy to talk about it and, help you through it. And she will be passing on our link. So, guys, I'm going to put that up there one more time for everybody, just in case you want to jump the list. It is there. The list is ready for us to jump. All right, guys, are we ready to start this show?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Tonight is a weird one. Let me go ahead and see if I can't fix something here. All right, well, it's about as good as it's going to get. Welcome to country life, y'all. All right, well, let's get this show started and let's get some people up here. Our first person tonight is going to be Blanca D. Blanca D, you are first. Go ahead and put out your question.
Hey, Blanca.
All right, and then after Blanca, if no one jumps the list, Eeyore, get your question ready. You are on the list. All right, guys. All right, Blanca's here. Let's go ahead and get that started. It says, I was going to ask a question, but my husband passed over and then came back to watch over us, but also the great aunt that's here in my home that watches over me from Mom's side. I feel I've seen a woman in my dreams a couple times. I feel it's her I've been seeing. She prays for me. Okay. I'm going to say right off the bat that the woman you're seeing in your dreams is not your aunt. I don't get that there's any connection to the woman you're seeing in your dreams to the woman that's in your house. Your dreams is talking about something else, and the person that you're seeing in your dreams is you. It's a reflection of you, but you're not realizing that it's you. That's why the person that you're looking at does not look familiar. So this is a side of you who you haven't seen yet, and you're now coming to terms with it in your dreams. So you're face to face with it, but yet you don't recognize it yet because you haven't experienced it yet. And your dreams are preparing you for this next experience. It's time for change and new growth. And this has a lot to do with the passing of so many people so early in your life that you've had to get a thicker skin and a new look on reality. It says, oh man, oh my God, I thought that was, but it wasn't. I wasn't sure. Right, but the person in it is you. Says, oh my God, Mr. Journey, she looked like me. Yeah, because it's you. It's you, Blanca. All right, I'm going to throw this over to Faith. I know she's got some juicy stuff to tell you. So here you go, Faith.
Blanca, we spoke earlier, and this reflects back on what I told you earlier. This is a time for you to pray and release things, and that's what your dream means. It's a time for you to pray and release all this pain and all this sad emotion in regards to these deaths, and that's what you're going to be coming to, is reaching a different level of your spirituality and reaching out to God more. That's what a reflection of that dream is. It's your soul showing you that that's what you need to do. You need to pray and release.
She says, but older me, you're right. I think
So
that
that's what that means. That's your soul showing you that that's what you need to do is pray and release these situations and the sadness so that you can move on and do what you need to do. That's why you're dreaming that dream. It's not your great aunt. Which it is you. Just like Journey said, that's your soul showing you what you need to do, which is pray so that you can release this or
absolutely
release the hurt connected to it.
right.
Because you're not moving away from, you're not living, you're stuck in that pattern.
She says, "Oh my God, this is blowing. Really, I'm shocked. And well, I would see me talking to me, but I couldn't hear her make sense." She goes,
Right.
I don't look good older." Laugh out loud. That's a oh, honey, that's a reflection. You are portraying yourself as old. You
Right,
are doing
because of
that.
what
The
you went
image you
through.
see is you. You're doing it to yourself. That's a manipulation of your dream.
That's because you feel like because of all this heartache and these situations that you've gone through that you feel you've aged. That's what you project yourself as. That's not showing you future you. That's just showing you a reflection of how you perceive yourself because of these situations that you need to pray about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But Blanca, just do this for yourself. Do not look at this woman as an older woman when you have this dream. And if you can do that and you see this woman, you will see that she looks identical to you, not older. You're just beating yourself up, and that's why she looks so old to you. You're wearing yourself out.
Worrying about all this
Wow,
stuff.
I wish I spoke to you guys sooner. Wow, I'm glad I asked. Thank you both. You are welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Thanks, Blanca. We appreciate you. All right, so let's keep on going. Hannah T, you jumped the list, so come on down. Eeyore, keep that question ready, sweetheart. You are on the list. And remember, guys, you guys can jump the list if you don't want to wait in line. There is a small donation in order for you to do that, and we'll be more than happy to take your question. Remember, jumping the list guarantees your reading. And after the hour and a half mark, we no longer take the jumps, so just hang in there. All right? We try to get to as many people as we can. Remember, we're here 5 nights a week. Tomorrow night, we're doing dream interpretations with me, Journey Ryan. And then Friday, Faith and I are going to rock it out one more time. Some double readings, so get ready, guys. It's going to be a blast. All
We
right.
always have fun, though.
Hannah says, general read, please. Health, love, and career. Well, let's okay. Wow.
I think I just did one for her yesterday that was a general read. So,
but the thing about it is depression sinks around her so deeply
yeah,
that it's affecting all the things in which she's talking about currently. And you have to find the strength within you to kind of pull through, because I'm seeing that your household needs it. Your household needs you to be stronger. And that's because some of the people in your household, like babies, cannot do this on their own. They're not ready for that. And they need you to be strong. So when it comes to your career, it's being affected by your depression. When it comes to your health, it's being affected by your depression. When it comes to love, it's definitely being affected by not only your depression, but your husband's. The energy is all circling around by the energies in which you guys are providing for one another. I know this is a hard thing to say, but what I need to tell you is that you need to be strong. And for you to get strong, you're going to be able to provide strength for your entire household. I know that you're falling apart at the seams as well, but guess what? You're going to be able to get through this. You're going to be able to help them get through it. When they're capable of being strong for you, then that will be your chance to let go and feel. But right now, you have to put all thoughts and feelings to the side at the current moment in order for you to be able to move forward, to get your family back on track. Then you have to be the one that gives yourself that time to let everything out, to let them carry you. Because if you're driving a car with all flat tires, you ain't getting far. The rubber's going to fall off the rims, and you're going to be sitting on the side of the road going, what the hell just happened? So right now, you've got to be that rock, the rock that you've always been. And that's what everybody's expecting from you. But you grieve and have loss just like everybody else. But right now, it's not your time to be able to take it in. When you're the strong one in the family, you have to be the last one to grieve. And I know that for a fact because that's what I have to do. I have to be strong for all of those in my family until it is my opportunity to grieve myself. I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, go ahead.
Hello, Hannah. What I would add to that, I mean, Journey said a lot, but I'm just going to add a little bit to this. I feel like things will be much better for you with this within 15 months. But it totally depends on you and where your focus is, because right now I feel like you're barely functioning. You're just coasting. You're like on autopilot doing what you need to do, but it's really not a healthy way of handling things. This is not you, but I feel like you don't think that you have the coping skills to get through this. You do, is what I would say to you. Your health, I wish that I could say your health looked good to me, but I feel like your health is having issues because of you being depressed. I mean, I see you not able to get out of bed. You're barely moving. And I'm going to say something to you here really quickly. And this is going to sound like a weird thing, but I'm being shown to tell you this. You need to change your sheets. You haven't changed your bed sheets in a little bit, and you need to change your sheets. So I don't know why I'm shown that, but I'm shown that.
When you said it, they said something about the sheets, and the reason they're talking about the sheets, it's the energy that she's leaving.
It is
she's shedding off her energy, but yet it's when she goes to lie down.
Yeah, it's
back
coming
in the
back on her.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know this also sounds weird, but take some just table salt and sprinkle it on your mattress when you take the sheets off and let it sit. You're going to have to vacuum after you're done, but sprinkle it on your mattress, let it sit while you wash your sheets or before you put the other ones on. Let it sit for at least an hour, then pick the mattress up, shake it off, let that hit the floor, and then vacuum that crap up, put your new sheets on, you'll be good to go. There's another way to do it too. If you have a spray bottle, throw the salt inside the spray bottle, add some water, shake it up, and spritz it. That's all you got to do. That'll help. Thanks, Hannah. We appreciate your question tonight, sweetheart. All right, guys, let's keep on taking a look here and see. Who is Willie Pez? Willie Paz. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I was just writing down the jump names. She said, thank you, guys. You're welcome,
You're welcome.
Now, you need to get some sage, too. Make sure you get some sage.
Yeah, that would help her house a lot.
Yes, it would. That would. And burn a white candle. Just put a prayer on it. Say the Lord's Prayer before you light the candle. Hold it with both hands. Say the Lord's Prayer and, empower the candle and then light it. But don't blow it out. Don't do anything. Let it burn out completely. It's just a prayer to help protect your house and, to let the Lord in. Let the sunshine in. I do that quite often. I actually do that for the show, so everybody that comes gets a blessing from the candle. Who's Willie Pez? They came on and let's see here. Willie Pez. Technically, Susan Pez for a reading. Willie Pez is for Susan Pez and Hannah Pez. And okay, so it's for Hannah, Susan, and Helfricka. Helfrick.
Cool name.
There's 3 of them. I got all 3, but I need one of them to start off with their question. I don't care which one it is, but Pez's, come on down. You're on the spotlight. I got all 3 of you here. All right, let's start with Hannah Pez. Hannah, throw your question out, and then we'll go with Susan. And then we'll go with the last one, which is Helfrick.
I like that name. I don't know if that's a first name and last name or a middle name or a made-up name, but that's cool.
I hope that's all 3 because it's kind of confusing. But I need Hannah to post her question. Barbara, okay, hang on. Barbara, are they using your account? Because that would help me understand what the hell's going on. Because I feel like they're using your account.
You mean you don't know what's going on, Jeremy?
Well, no, okay, yes, they are using, that's what I thought. I was like, there's too many people coming from that damn direction. All right. All right, so let's see. We got this from Susan. This one says, a general question, unless you have a message from my deceased husband. This is Susan. Susan, I'm not picking up your husband currently because he's not here yet, but he's on his way. That's what I just heard. He's on his way. But I am being told organization. Your life is not organized. It's showing here putting direction to your own life before going any further. Your husband's saying the same thing. He's here now. He's telling you you're putting too much on your shoulders. And you're doing too much for everybody else, and you're forgetting the one person that makes this work. It's you. He said you did that when he was alive. You're still doing it now. Stop. Take a minute. It's okay to help other people, but if you can't help yourself, you're not going to be able to help anybody else. You're going to be useless to everybody else. So the energy that I see circling it is get organized. And your husband's saying the same thing. He's a very strong man, but a man of few words. I don't feel like he's saying a lot. He's just like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So he's just very strong. He comes off very strong. He sends love. He's being beside you. He's listening. You talk to him. He wants you to... This should make sense to you when it doesn't make sense to me, but he's saying forgiveness is given always. And he hopes you forgive him. So that's something he said. I'm going to pass this over to Faith because I feel he's heading her direction.
He was already saying some stuff to me while he was talking to you too, Journey. One of the things he was kind of conveying to me is that you're making yourself physically sick. You are sick and worn down because you're picking up off of other people's energy. You think that if you do this, that you won't have to, like, helping other people, that you won't have to deal so much with your stuff. But what it does is just put your stuff on the back burner and delays it. He's also saying that your home needs some repairs that haven't been handled. He keeps showing me something with the walls and the roof. And he also says the outside needs to be maintained. There's something with outside your doorway. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but he keeps showing me that. I don't know what he passed from, but he keeps showing me something with the head, like pressure with the head or something of that nature. He says he's around you a lot, but you don't listen. He says because you're so sad. Even though it's been a while, you're very sad, and you don't hear him because you're so sad and still in your grief. And he says you run around like a chicken without a head on. You don't slow down, and you're not eating. And he's very concerned for you not eating. And he says you're making yourself sick, worrying about other people's stuff.
She said it was a brain aneurysm.
Okay, yeah, because he was showing me pressure in the head, and he said he didn't expect to go when he went. It was very shocking to him. He said, but, you know, I had other health problems that I didn't always acknowledge and I didn't always handle. My wife jumped on me a lot for it, and I regret it. And he says she knows I loved her, but I wish that I had expressed it more. He said I took her for granted. She thinks that she didn't do enough for me, but I took her for granted, and I just want to convey to her that now is the time for her to take care of her. She took care of me. She took care of our family. He's saying I want her to get her finances in order also, because she doesn't do that, and she doesn't do things for herself. He's telling me to tell you to pamper yourself or go buy yourself something nice. But he is around you, and he hears you.
He's saying something for forgiveness. It's like he wants her to forgive him. And that's because he feels guilty, as though he wasn't there for her. And I got that too, and I picked that up. But I really seen that he was, you know, he's really trying to put this together. So
we hope we helped you.
Absolutely. You know, Susan, this is a lot to take in. And I know that you weren't expecting to be told to get things back in organization and stop helping everybody for a moment to help yourself. But he was really concerned about your health, because your health is declining due to helping so many other people. So just know he loves you, and that
very much.
Oh God, yeah. There couldn't have been enough more expression. Like when I said, I don't know if he's here yet, he was like, I'm coming! I'm like, okay, I got you, dude. You don't have to yell. But he was here, and he was on his way, and he wanted you to know a lot of this. And, you know, he wants you to be safe, and he wants you to take care of yourself, because he didn't. And
And he keeps saying you haven't gone to the doctor in a while, and you should maintain your checkups. That's what he told me.
Absolutely. She said, thank you. It's been a lot of help. You are welcome, sweetheart. You are welcome. All right, guys. Barbara, who was the next on that list? Let's see. You had another person on. You had 3 people on there. Okay. So the next one's going to be Hannah. And Hannah, we are going to take your question right after the break. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
All right, and we are back, and we got Hannah here. Hannah's question was a general about my future career and husband in college. All right, so right off the bat, when it came to college, it was talking about direction and that you need to be focused on two different things. The direction in which you would like to go, you need to pick two. Weigh out the pros and cons. I keep seeing nursing as one of them. And I feel as though that nursing is really strong with you, and I feel that you'd be amazing at it. But I'm also seeing something about a teacher, but I don't feel that teaching would be, I don't feel that you would get satisfaction from teaching. Not that you couldn't do it, but I just don't feel it would bring the satisfaction to you in the way that being a nurse would be. So that's something that I was seeing pretty strong with that. And I feel as though that if you did that, nursing would be your strong point. So I want you to really focus on that. Take a minute, kind of look it out, weigh out the pros and cons again. And I see that being the case. As for your love life, I honestly don't see marriage within the next 2 years. She said, true. Nurse major. Absolutely. See, that's why I see it so strong with you. But I feel like you're kind of deterring from the nursing, even though you're in a nursing major, that teaching was something that was coming across. Do not switch. Stay with the nursing. And with that, I'm going to pass this over to Faith so she gets her chance to say what she's got to say.
Okay. So I see a very similar.
Any messages from her dad too, by the way.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you what I'm getting. So I see very similar to Journey. The first thing I got for you before Journey even spoke was nursing. Okay, but here's the other thing that I see that you're gonna be looking at, and I disagree with Journey just a little bit because I didn't see teaching. I saw law. But however, whether it's teaching or law, you're not supposed to do either one. I think you're supposed to stick with the nursing, just like Journey said, it's very strong. If you want to work with children, become a children's nurse. That way, you can do both. You can work with children and you can still be a nurse, if that's what you're pulled to. But I still see nursing for you. Okay? But I actually feel like you'll either work with children or geriatrics, but it's leaning more toward geriatrics, is what I'm being shown, per patient. Okay? As for your love life, I don't see anybody substantial for about 4 years, but I am getting a name. So I'm going to tell you their name because I'm generally pretty good with names. The name I'm getting is Jason. Okay. I feel like this person is a medical student. You will have some connection through a friend is what I'm being shown. As far as the message from your dad, I keep being shown some type of celebration or anniversary. So I don't know whose birthday or celebration it is, but he keeps saying something about that, and he keeps showing me you guys playing outside when you were younger, and he just sends you a lot of love. He's going to make a way for you financially, like help you with your finances. Like, I don't know if he's going to let some type of come through or something, but he's going to give you assistance or somehow push something through for you. Okay. That's what it is then. He's saying congratulations. Congratulations, and he's so proud.
Beautiful.
He's showing me flowers. He's handing me flowers to hand to you. They're pink.
He's also saying that, he's seeing a little bit of sadness, that you've been thinking about him quite often here recently. There's nothing really that you need to be sad about, is what he's saying, is that he's proud of you, he's with you, and, to think of the happier times that you guys had together, and that he loves you dearly, and he's with you every step of the way. And he told me to warn you about boys.
He doesn't want you to get distracted.
He says, I want to warn her about boys. They're not. He said they're dangerous, but I knew what he meant by that. He said, boys are dangerous. Find yourself a man. Oh. Find yourself a man, not a boy. So basically, he's looking out for you.
Somebody who's not immature is what he means.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Hannah. That was her question. Now we got one more, and it comes from... Here we go. I found it. All right. So it says, question is, what is my future with college and living accommodations? Seeing you living with somebody. I don't see you on your own. Right off the bat, I was getting that you were not by yourself, that, hang on, guys, there's a troll. So I didn't see you by yourself, and I didn't find you with, okay, there's helping hands that help you with your living situation. With college, it says, pick a direction, you've got too many. I keep seeing you going in different directions. I do feel like you have a strong one, but to me, it seems like you're nervous about it. So... from what I'm seeing and the things that I'm seeing, they're telling you to focus. You're on the right path, but you have to pick a major. And that's what I'm seeing here. And I feel as though that you have one, but you're overanalyzing, you're overthinking yourself. And I feel like someone's trying to talk you out of what your plans are. Do not let anyone talk you out of what you're wanting to do. It will be the wrong path. So I'm going to say, stick with what you know, go with it. You're on the right path with it, but do not vary from what you're doing, because I feel like it would be a mistake. I'm going to pass this over to Faith and see what she has to say.
Okay, the first thing I got is really random, but sometimes we get random stuff. I keep being shown that you're going to decorate. Do you like the color purple? Because I keep seeing a purple beanbag or purple stuff in your room or wherever when you go to college. Okay, that's why I'm asking that. And there's something with some type of design. So I don't know if that's what you're planning on majoring in, or if that's what you're like thinking on, or something of that nature. But I feel like you get in a frenzy when you overthink things. So don't. I also would say eat better because your diet is atrocious. And you're not sleeping. And you're worrying once you go to school, what's going to happen at home with your family. Don't worry about that. That will all calm down. Okay?
Hey, I wanted to add something to this is that I keep seeing, well, I was just told by Spirit to tell her dad loves her as something that she must be connected to the others that we just read for.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's still here and he's still talking. So sorry I interrupted. I just had to say.
You're fine. I'm not getting that, but Journey did, so he must have been meant to give you that message. And I'm being shown too. Are you doing something to your hair, or is your hair different? Because actually, I'm getting a message from your dad that says your hair is different. So it must be different from how it used to be or something, because he keeps saying something about your hair is different.
Yeah, but the connections with all of them, they must be all a family.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are all family or connected.
She says, I just got my hair cut.
Okay, then that's why.
She said very short. Well, your dad noticed.
Yeah.
He also wanted her to know that he loves her too. Like she kind of felt like that. She was kind of discluded from that, but he wanted to make sure he was screaming it like, hey, tell her I love her too. So they all must be, like sisters, mother, daughter, things like that. That's what I'm seeing. And Catherine said, bam!
Catherine, you're so silly.
Gotta love Catherine. She just comes in and
she always comes out with these like zingers, and it's like, what?
That's why we love her here. She just likes to zing it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your question tonight. I hope that helps. Remember, pick a direction. Don't let anybody take you from your direction. I feel like what you decide to do, because I'm seeing 4 different things in front of you, you will find the direction in which you are. But choose your path. Don't let anybody else choose it for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your question tonight. All right, Danielle Loving. Danielle Loving, you were next on our list. Go ahead and put your question. Barbara Hartman, you had a question that you wanted to ask, and then you had one for Sherry G. That is down the list here, so we'll get the Sherry's here in just a minute. But Danielle Loving. Danielle Loving. Where are we at here? All right, I need Daniel Loving. Is it Daniel or Danielle? Let me look. It's Danielle Loving. Mm-hmm.
Lita, I cannot love on you right now.
You talk like your teeth like this.
I'm trying to get her to behave.
That didn't work. She's going to bark in 5 minutes.
Probably, and I don't have any more treats.
Don't worry about it. That's what happens during the coronavirus days, living and working from home. All right. All right, Danielle, we will come back to you in just a moment. Go ahead, Barbara Hartman. Go ahead with your question. Danielle, when you come back, when you post your question, we will come take your question. All right, I need Barbara Hartman to come forward. Bring your question. And Belanca D, get your question ready. Oh, there's Danielle. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It says, I wanted to know what message my Uncle Joe Fraser has for me, and he was a pro boxer while he was alive. I wanted to know what he has to tell me. I believe he sends me signs. You would be correct. He sends you signs all the time, trying to put you on your path. Also trying to cheer you up, trying to give you a way to see things. The only messages that I see that he's giving me to tell you is that focus on, he keeps saying focus on your career. He keeps talking about career to help broaden your finances. He wants you to strengthen your finances. He also wants you to know that he's there for you. He also feels you in a, he says he sees you in a small depression. So don't allow depression to sink in and take over. He says that he's there, he's protecting you, he's trying to, let you know that he's there, that you're being protected, but he wants you to focus on career so you can build up your finances. He also says you have an idea for being an entrepreneur. I feel as though that you need to start looking into that. I feel as though that would help you, but also focus on the career at hand in order to make things happen for yourself. It says, I wanted to be a boxing champ like him. Well, that's going to take some time, but yes, you can make that happen. It says, yeah, the depression comes from feeling like I have to fight the world by myself. And I see that. He sees that's why the energy is the way it is right now, is to give you signs, to cheer you up, to make you know that he's there, to make you realize that you have the strength and the energy to do what it takes. Now, not saying that the boxing thing is not going to take off, because I talked about being an entrepreneur, but boxing is only something you're going to do for now until something more comes along. And I feel as though that you need to start exploring your ideas in order to make these things happen for you. And I get that strongly. It says, I just don't know where he got his strength from. He was an idol to me. His strength came from his family, his love for his family. He just said that. He says, the whole family. That's where you find yourself. That's where you find your strength. But he said the first person you need to love is you. I'm going to pass this over to Faith because I know he's got words with her.
Okay, so one of the things your uncle was showing me just a little bit different than Journey. Similar but different, some extra stuff. One of the things he was showing me is that your family is rooted in faith. And when you get depressed like this, you forget your faith. He said it was his faith that got him through and gave him strength. And he also said, even though you want to do the boxing thing, and I do see that around you, he wants you to be aware of your health, because he keeps showing me something with your sugar. So you need to be aware of sometimes your sugar is off. Okay? And the other thing he was showing me really strongly, and I think that this might be a memory with the two of you, is you in the car playing some rap songs, some type of rap, and him singing. Or he liked music, and he always used to try to share music with you and be real silly. He had a silly side to him when he was, just spending time. And he also was saying that you have other family members on the other side that are with him, and they're all sending you love and strength. And he says that sometimes certain songs come on and they remind you of him because he's sending them to you. It's like rap songs, but I don't know who this is, okay, that he's playing in my ear, or I would tell you. I don't know who this particular rapper is, but it's rap and R&B. I don't feel like it's from this time. And also he's playing jazz. And he said, I had actual records of jazz and stuff. And he tried to instill music appreciation in you. He really enjoyed music when he would do workouts for boxing. So I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm getting. And he says, when you play the music or you do your workouts, that's when he's around you. And he said, have faith and go back to your faith, whatever your faith is. He said, because
jazz.
Yeah.
I really love the old school music.
Yeah, that he says I you know what showing me is like gosh, what is that one?
Yeah, I have the title too.
He keeps showing me, and I cannot think of that character's name. It was a character off of TV, and I can't think of the character's name. He keeps showing me.
Help me.
It
Help
was.
me help you.
It
Was it a
was some.
movie?
It was Shaq.
There we go.
He just posted Shaq in front of me. He's trying to be silly, and he says, I was like the Mac Daddy, and he's like showing me him dancing and stuff.
He said I used to get teased by my cousins. They say I dress like an old man.
Yeah, but he said you got that from him. He said he was quite the ladies' man.
All right. Well, thank you, Daniel, and we appreciate your question. Your uncle loves you. You can do what he's done, but definitely know that he said, "Laugh out loud." My uncle was a pimp.
Yes, he was.
Play.
he loved the ladies, and the ladies loved him.
Absolutely. But just know that your uncle got the strength, but the first thing he said to do was love yourself. Your strength comes from your family. No matter what they've said or done, show them who you are. That will give you the strength in the ring. And I see sponsorship, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not what you asked about, but I saw the sponsorships that will help you gain what you're looking for. Said, thank you so much, you guys. I love you guys. You are angels. You are welcome.
We're glad we could help.
Abso-freaking-lutely. We love it. All right. So, Barbara, go ahead and repost your question, honey, because it got lost in the mix here.
Sorry,
I found it, Barbara. I found it. Never mind. I lied. She says, so mine is kind of the same as Susan's. Do you have any messages from my Uncle Greg Hartman or just a general read? All right. Well, from what I'm picking up, that comes from the things that are going on around you. I keep seeing closeness, bringing people in. I keep seeing you trying to bring everybody together, trying to bring everybody in, trying to solve, it's like solving a mystery, trying to get everybody to like one another. Don't force it. That's what I'm being told. Don't force it, but you are doing the right thing by bringing people in. You're getting people calm, but don't forget to give yourself some you time. I do feel like you're doing a good job, and I don't feel like you're forcing anything, but if there is any kind of tension, let's try to avoid that tension and focus on something else. But bringing people in has been a good thing for you, and I feel like it's helping you. It's giving you a healing spot. So the energy that I saw around it is that you're going to continue to be able to do this. But again, don't let yourself get lost, and don't allow yourself to get so mingled in everybody else that you forget yourself. But right now you're in a good place, and I feel like, you know, this love and energy that you're bringing everybody together and trying to give people clarity, I think that's amazing, and I think you're doing a wonderful job. Your uncle, his only message to you is, you got it, girl. Keep going. He loves you. These are the messages that he's sending. He's telling you about organization too. He says there's some things that you need to let go. So he's saying to let go of a few things and move forward. Let it go. These are not emotional let goes. These are physical let goes. There must be a room or something to that nature that needs some attention. And from what I'm seeing here, you definitely need to move that forward. So let go of some of these personal things. Okay, so Greg's my husband, not my uncle. Okay, so he's telling you to let go of some things and organize some stuff. So with your husband, that makes more sense as to why he's telling you to let go. You must have a lot of his personal belongings still, and he feels like it's hindering you. So let's let that stuff go. Not all of it. You don't have to get rid of everything, but I do feel like this is a time to let some of those bigger items that you don't really need to go ahead and hand them down to somebody who would like them within the family. Give them something to remember him by. I'm going to pass this over to Faith.
Okay. Excuse me. One of the things I was actually getting is, are you moving? Because I was actually getting you possibly moving. Because he kept saying something to me about moving. Not just the things, but you physically moving. He feels that it would be good for you. I know you're not ready. I'm not telling you to move. I'm just telling you, he was telling me that he thinks that it would be good for you to move. Overall, I feel that he's proud of how you've handled everything. But he says that it's okay for you to be sad because you're trying to act like you're okay. And he says in the late nights you talk to him. He says she has conversations and yells at me just like I'm still there.
Right.
So, and he says, I am still there. He says, I get a kick out of it because she yells at me and I'm like, all right, what do you want me to do? But he keeps saying that he keeps telling me you're going to move. So even if it's not right now, he's really like pushing me on that you're going to move. And he also keeps showing me that he's on the other side with some animals. He keeps showing me a cat. And there's also a dog. And this might be a touchy subject, but I'm going to say it anyway because he's telling me. There's a baby that didn't come down. He's with a baby that didn't come down. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. I don't know that it was necessarily
the place where we are gonna move burnt down in Paradise Campfire.
okay. Well, he's still reiterating move. So, I just go with what I'm shown. But he keeps showing me that there was a baby that didn't come down, and he wants you to know, or wants your family to know that he has the baby. I don't know necessarily that it was yours, but he has the baby. It's a little boy is what I'm shown that didn't come down.
Okay. All right. Well, the only other thing that I saw was that, this fire may have happened, but there's a reason for that because that wasn't the direction you were supposed to go in the first place. And I see another opportunity for somewhere else to go.
Mm-hmm.
So Faith is right on that when it comes to you going in a different direction. And
it's really strong.
But he does want you to let go of some of these possessions in which you have that need to go to others to help them remember him. And get your opportunity to start healing. It's going to be hard when you start grieving on it, but it's something that you need to do. Thanks, Barbara. She goes, there may have been a baby, wasn't sure.
There was.
Wow. Thanks, Barbara. We appreciate it. Blanca D, go ahead and get your question out there. We're going to take it right after these messages. We'll be right back, folks.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8000.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
we're going to keep on going. His face sucks down some orange soda.
I
All
was
right.
trying to finish before the commercial.
All right. Belanca's got her question here. It says, one of my other questions is, did my husband already cross over and then come back? And my youngest son speaks more and more like his dad. I know you said he heard him, but can he talk to him to where he hears him? I want to cry when I hear my son talk. All I can do is hug my son tight, and my daughter's birthday is coming up. Any messages from her dad? I know. I won't ask another question for the night. Laugh out loud. Please forgive me. I do appreciate it. Well, Belanca, let me say this, is that, yes, he did cross over, and he has come back, and he feels like he has to stay around for a while because you need him at the moment. And he's waiting for you to go through your grieving process, which does take time. So that's not a bad thing. So he's done what he had to do, which was cross over, and he did that part. So we're good. As for her dad, proud, loving, caring, happy birthday. I mean, all the loves, hugs, kisses, and wishes that he possibly could. He wishes he could be there in a physical form. But he will be there spiritually. He always is. The thing about your son, you are seeing the reflection of him in your son.
Yeah.
So your son has picked up your husband's traits. You're watching him talk about him. You're watching him feel him. This is a sign of missing him. I do feel as though that he does see him from time to time. And yes, he can hear him. He is sensitive enough to understand it. He has not lost that part of him. It's a form of innocence that's still within him. It's also a sign of his spiritual growth, which now will never shut down. It's only going to get stronger, and his dad will not be the only one he sees. So get prepared for that, Belanca. It's going to be a bumpy ride. When a medium opens up, it's hard to close that door. So just know that. But I don't feel like it's anything to worry about. Just know and understand and nurture it. Don't tell them he's crazy. Don't let other people say that he's crazy. Because that is something that does happen. But your husband sends nothing but love to you, the children, and everyone in the family. I'm going to pass this over to Faith.
Hey, Belanca. Okay, so I believe your son does hear your husband. Although I agree with Journey, you're seeing a reflection of your husband's traits through your son. But I feel like your husband spends time with your youngest child, and he talks to him and he plays with him. Okay, so, and he keeps showing me a red car and he plays on the floor with him. As for your daughter, he keeps saying something about quinceañera. And he showed me that word specifically. So, yeah. And he keeps saying, you better get on it because I don't think you planned it. And he keeps saying blue and silver for colors, although he thinks she's going to pick something else. And he keeps saying, you need to take the kids out and do what he told you to do. You need to spend time with the kids because you're not really spending time with the kids. But he is around you, Belanca. You know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Belanca. She goes, her 15th birthday, yes, I need to plan now. I will do it in California.
He's saying do the colors in silver and blue, but I still think your daughter's going to want something else. But he's
I
saying,
saw like a purple and
yeah,
gray. Like, well, it could be silver. So it could be, he's close, he's similar, but I saw purple.
yeah, and it's going to be a big bash, and she's going to be really happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It seems very beautiful. Blanca, thank you so much for your question. We appreciate it. All right, Kaylee Torres. Kaylee, get your question ready. And then Jenny, you're next. So Kaylee Torres, get your question ready. Guys, remember, we only have 25 minutes left to jump the list. So if you're going to jump, go ahead and do so. But after that, we will not be taking any more jumps for the evening.
And remember, your jumps guarantee you a reading.
Absolutely. So thank you. Laugh out loud. Thank you. Of course, I'm praying. I'm paying. She said I'm paying. I think that's I'm praying. Of course you're paying for it, lady. Or like your husband says, woman.
Yeah, woman.
Yep.
He always says that. Woman.
Woman.
Just
He says it to me too. Every time I talk to him, he's like, tell that woman. I'm like, oh my God.
Or with me, sometimes he'll be like, babe. And I'm like, what? I'm not saying it like that. He'll go,
Exactly.
he says it just like that. He'll go, babe.
Barbara, I do have Sherry G, but there was a couple people that jumped before you jumped again for Sherry. So I'm going through the list. You're just a few minutes, okay? So let's keep on going. Yes, everybody, I got your guys' jumps. We're just trying to get through the list. A lot of people jumped all at once. So I'm trying to get through all of you guys real quick, okay?
Everybody that jumps will get a reading, though, regardless. So don't worry.
So, Kaylee says, I'm going on vacation. I was wanting some guidance for my finances. All right. So, when it comes to going ahead and going on this vacation, I'm getting that it's needed. So definitely take this opportunity to, give yourself that freedom and feel a certain way. But when you get back from this is a time to buckle down and get things done. That means start saving some money. Start a savings account if you don't already have one, and start putting just enough off to the side that you can. Even if it's $20, even if it's $5, start putting some aside. That's what I'm seeing here. As for your finances, I do feel like they will strengthen. So I'm seeing the opportunity for your money to get stronger. So don't feel like, you're not going to have the opportunity to put things together, because I do see it happening. I do get that you're mostly an organized person for the most part, but sometimes when it comes to organization for yourself, you can be like, I'll do that tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. That's what I'm being told. Do not procrastinate. So that's, just hang in there, because I do feel like this is going to come about and things are going to be good. But it is saying the vacation is definitely needed to relieve stress and to give you peace of mind. And by doing that, that's going to help you rest. So when you come back, you'll be ready to organize and get things done. I'm going to pass this over to Faith.
Okay, so vacation. Your vacation is going to be good. It's not going to be like National Lampoon's Vacation where it all went wrong. The one thing I would say is let yourself release during that time, because I don't want you to start thinking about things at home, because that defeats the purpose. I also see another female going with you or around us. Please don't get into arguments. And if she does get moody, please know it's hungry. It's hungry. I mean, she's hungry. So, please keep some snacks with you, because this person that's going with you isn't so good when they're hungry. So I would say keep some snacks in your bag or purse. When she gets moody, just give her a snack. I'm not seeing anything I'm really worried about with this, although I do agree with Journey about buckling down when you come home. Okay, but overall, I think this trip is going to be eye-opening for you because it will be relaxing. Now, the first day, you're still going to be thinking about home. Please don't. That defeats the purpose of a vacation. Worry about home when you get home. But other than that, I don't see anything that you need to worry about. Your finances will come together. I feel like your finances will be more stable around the end of September. Okay? September, October time. But you do need to do what Journey said and just save little by little. I'm also being told to be careful. This is very weird. Because of how I'm seeing this. Be careful of stubbing your big toe on your right foot. Because I'm being shown on your vacation that you're going to wear an open big toe. So I hope that helps or makes some sense.
I just see organization, but watch out for your big toe. Faith is warning you now.
Look, I get randomness. You know you get randomness too sometimes.
She says I have an ingrown on my right foot. Well, watch out for stubbing it because that's going to hurt like a son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I know this doesn't have anything to do with the reading and things to that nature, but I'm going to say it like this. I know you're watching right now, and I know that you're sending all of my clients that are watching this show today at this moment friend request. Please stop. You know who you are. I'm not name dropping you right now, but I know you're watching, and I know what you're doing, and you've been copying me since you came on my show. Stop. Can't stand when people think that they can do shit like this. Piss me off.
Well, it's very rude and unprofessional, and if they could do it on their own, they wouldn't take away from somebody else who was trying to help them.
It's disrespectful. I'm just going to keep on going. Sorry, guys. I just had to get that off my chest. Didn't want to name drop or name bomb because their name doesn't mean anything. All right. Let's keep on going. All right, we got Jenny. Jenny is next on the list, and then Barbara for Sherry G. So, Sherry, get your question ready. Jenny says, "Hi, I'm back. Curious as to what was the last chat I had with my Uncle Joseph recently. I catch myself talking to myself like I'm crazy. Also, do you see positive change in money? Thanks." So yeah, when it comes to the positive change in money, I do feel like that is on its way. That is going to take a little bit of time. So give it some time for that to balance itself out. But the opportunity does show itself. So just hang in there. So I want you to hang in there. I want you to realize that these opportunities are good for you. They're positive, but they are going to take a little bit more time. I know work is not a very happy place at the moment. I get a little bit of craziness, and I do see a bitch coming for you. So be careful on that. Faith kind of warned you about that before. So watch her.
And I still see that.
Going to be a little bit aggravated. She doesn't like taking direction from someone who's younger than her. The thing is that when it comes to your uncle, you're not crazy. Continue to keep having your conversations. Continue. It's healthy. It's helping you. It's helping you. So just know that things are going to change and that you are in a positive place and talking with your uncle. He hears you. He's communicating back. It's what I'm seeing here. And just let it out. Apparently you need to. It's good for you. It's healthy. You're not crazy. I promise. Well, you might be a little crazy.
We're all a little bit cray-cray.
We won't talk about that. All right, Faith.
As I have told you before, Jennifer, your finances are going to get better. I do see that by fall time, but you have to kind of manage and kind of What I'm being shown is shift things around, kind of swish it up, so to speak, because I'm actually being shown like a pool and a stick going in the pool and swishing up the water, like symbolically, of your finances. So I do feel like that's going to get better. As far as your uncle, I feel like he tries to give you signs. And when you're at your tiredest state is when he's with you, and when you're more open to letting yourself mourn him, because there are times when you really, really miss him, and that's okay. That's okay to mourn him. You always think that it's not okay. And I do see that argument approaching with that older lady very soon. So please be prepared for it. But overall, I feel like good things are coming for you. It's just timing and you allowing things to happen, because you get this really tense energy and you pick up off of other people's stuff. And so that doesn't help you on top of your already tense energy. So I would say to you, be aware of that.
All right. She says she's coming for me. Damn.
But here's the thing. You're her supervisor.
Huh?
So you have the power, so to speak. Don't let her know that she affects you when she does that, because then she's going to do it more to get under your skin. She wants to intimidate you because she doesn't appreciate that you're kind of over her. It makes her feel inferior. That's why she does it.
She said, woohoo, thank you.
And you know you're in the right anyway with how you have to deal with her, because she's a smart aleck. And I don't say that about a lot of people.
No. All right, guys. Barbara Hartman, you put out a donation for Sherry G. So, Sherry, go ahead and place your question. After Sherry's going to be Christina A. Guys, everybody who's on the jump list, we're going down that jump list right now. So, a whole bunch of you jumped at the same time. We're trying to get to each and every one of you as fast as we can. All right, so Sherry G., throw us your question. Christina A., get your question ready, because you will be next. Guys, we got 13 minutes left of Jump the List, and then we won't be taking any more jumps. We're just going to finish off the list.
And all of those of you that don't worry. Everybody's going to get their reading, okay? Everybody that jumps is going to get their reading regardless. So don't worry about the time.
We got that. We got that.
Sherry.
Well, I got it written down as Barbara because Barbara's the one
that okay.
Before, so I had to process that through that brain of mine, and it's for Sherry G. We got you, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I see you. We got you written down. I got you written down.
We're taking names.
Absolutely. All right, she's doing it under Barbara's name, so let's get to it. All right. Says, I got into an argument this AM. My nerves started a general read for love, job, and me. Plus, I talked to Barbara's husband, Greg, this morning. Okay. Let's take a look here and see what's going on here. You got into an argument this morning. So I already get the nerves going. I keep feeling of the arms right here were really shaky. And I'm seeing a cold chill running through your body when it came to this argument. So looking at the situation, I feel as though Was it him? Yeah, you got into a conversation with Greg. I do see that, yes. But the argument actually really kind of like jolted the body. So I'm actually picking up the nervous feeling in which you're still holding on to. So my suggestion is finding a way to ground yourself, whether that be taking a salt bath or a salt scrub, putting your hands in the dirt, laying your feet flat on the floor and putting your palms up and taking 15 minutes to yourself. You need to do something in order to reground, because that's what I keep feeling, is that you're still holding on to that nerve energy. When it comes to love, I'm seeing the past trying to meet the present. The answer to that is no. No to the past. No past people need to be in your present. If you continue to allow yourself to move forward, the person you're looking for is coming. I see the month of August. Faith may include some more information about that. She's pretty good about picking up their energies and sun signs and their eye color and how they chew their food. But definitely feel like love is coming for you, a stronger love than what you've felt currently. This is a very strong connection, and it's going to be I don't want to say it's difficult, because I feel like even though I'm saying past loves need to go, I still feel like they will be in your present at that time when you meet this new person, which will make it difficult. As for communicating with her husband, I do feel like that is something difficult. I don't know. Was the argument with him? Was the argument with him? She says the argument was separate from Greg. Okay, good. Because he felt it too. Was attached that I let go after the argument. There's still a little bit of the residue there, because I picked it up immediately. The conversation with Greg, I'm gonna tell you right now, to me it doesn't seem bad, but I was curious as to why he had such an urgency to communicate. She says Greg and I were close. That's nice, but I can't hear the conversation between the two of you, so I can't pick up on it. So I'm sorry on that. But the other energy, the energy's left with you. I felt it in your arms. That's where it came to me. That's exactly where it hit me, was in the arms. But I'm going to pass this over to Faith. I didn't leave her much time.
Okay. Couple things. So I'm going to jump right in here. I feel like there was an urgency because he wanted you to convey a message, and either you wouldn't convey it or you didn't understand it. And that's why he got irritated, because I feel like he didn't know how to communicate it to you properly. So maybe that's what the arguments came from. I also feel like even though you were very close to him, I don't think that you were meant to try to relay messages for him, because I keep feeling like his energy was too strong for you or something, because I feel a nauseousness related to this as well as a tenseness.
She said maybe he was cheering me up.
Yeah, that may have been, but I don't think he knew how to do it properly, because I feel like it was a miscommunication. The other thing is, and I'm going to say this really quick because I know we don't have a lot of time. There is someone coming for you. Their name is going to start with an E. Okay. I do agree with Journey that the X won't be gone at the time that this person comes. This person is going to be a Taurus or a Libra Taurus. Okay. And they're going to have their own business.
She said, I was just curious, does Greg and Willie hang out? They passed within a couple months of each other.
They do, and what I'm shown is that they play cards. They keep showing me card games. I don't know.
So the argument with the person, the other Greg, I was really mad.
Okay.
So it wasn't Greg, that's why I was getting... Okay, that makes more sense to me. Okay. But yes, they are hanging out. Just as Faith said, he showed card games to show peace, that they're playing around and playing games with one another. So that sounds super awesome. All right, so Sherry, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And honey, you can actually go through your YouTube to watch. I know something happened accidentally. You can actually use your Facebook again today because you're not blocked from today's show. It just accidentally happened yesterday. Sorry. All right, let's keep on going here. We got Christina A. Christina, go ahead and throw us your question. After Christina is going to be Norma Brown. Norma, get your question ready. He said, thank you. You are welcome, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
All right, it says, hi, Journey and Faith. As you know, my mom's godmother is passing away. And yesterday, my mom got triggered because of her godmother told her all she wants to do is sleep. It reminded her of my grandma, her mom, and then also there have been so many doves around my house. It's been crazy. My question for both of you, do you get any time on when she passes, and if my mom will get to say goodbye this summer? Also, will Ivan be with me to help me get through this hard time? Okay, so when it comes to her, and I do feel like she gets the opportunity to say goodbye. I don't feel like we have much time because all of her energy is very vague. And when I see that type of energy, that means death is nearby. That means all of the future disappears. And that's what I see happening right now. So I don't feel time. The time she has is very little. And I would say from what I'm seeing here, I'm only getting the next month, maybe month and a half of her being here. As for Ivan being around, I do believe you'll have the opportunity for him to help you more in this, because I didn't see Ivan to be too much further out. And with that, I will pass this over to Faith.
Hey, Christina. Okay, a couple of things. I agree with Journey. I see possibly 2 months, if that. I do think that your mother will have an opportunity to say goodbye. But I feel like her body is shutting down. She's just very tired. So that's what's going on with that. The doves that you're seeing or that are coming around is just symbolizing to give you peace and to be aware of things that are going on spiritually. As for Ivan, Ivan's going to keep coming in and out, but I do agree with Journey that he's closer. I feel that this is going to be hard for you guys, but I also feel on some certain level you're preparing for it. So in a way, you're going to be prepared for it, but it's still going to be a hard loss. Just try to be there for your mom as much as you can, okay? And we'll pray for you.
All right. No more jumping the list, guys. We have come to that part of the show, guys. So thank you for your donations. Please do not donate anymore. Norma Brown, get your question ready. We will be taking your question right after this message.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
All right. So I need Norma Brown. Norma Brown, please. Please come down with your question. Norma Brown. That's the name you used on PayPal. All right, guys, we're not taking any more donations. All you got to do is say hi. We put you on the list, and we're going to go down that list as fast as we can. Norma Brown, are you here? And Christina said, thank you, Journey and Faith. I truly appreciate you both. You are welcome. All right. Norma, where are you at? Remember, guys, we are here 5 nights a week. So just, if you don't get in tonight's show, we'll be back again to do readings on Friday. Tomorrow night is dream interpretation. So if you guys have a dream you'd like to talk about, get some insight on it, don't hesitate to hit me up tomorrow night, and let's talk about them dreams. So, all right, Norma, we're going to come back to you, honey. Hopefully you're still here with us. We're going to go with Elijah Thomas. I need Elijah Thomas to come out ahead and bring their dream. I just said that. Bring your question forward. I need Elijah Thomas. All right, guys. You guys donated, so I'm trying to get to you guys as fast as we can. I need Norma Brown and Elijah Thomas to come forward. Oh, there's Elijah. All right. My question is anyone trying to connect with me? Right off the bat, I picked up a woman. She looks like a great aunt. Wanting you to go to school. I keep seeing them focusing on education, wanting you to be, to further your education, to strengthen it. Is this something that you've been thinking about here recently? Because the energy I see surrounding it showing me here that that's the direction in which you need to go, and to motivate yourself because they see big things for you. So that's what I'm getting. They keep focusing. It's like, get the education, do the things that you want to do, live your dream. Don't live what everybody else wants you to do. They want you to live your life for you. So I'm going to tell you, this great aunt that I'm seeing connecting with you currently is saying, hey, let's move that forward. Let's get this education out. Let's watch you grow and be successful. So I'm going to pass that over to Faith and see who she sees communicating with you.
I'm actually getting someone different. I'm getting a grandfather figure. And he keeps showing me smoking. So I don't know if smoking was the issue of how he passed. Because I see stuff with the chest area. And he's saying you're stubborn, you're hard-headed. And he also keeps saying, have you had an argument with your mother recently, or some type of argument with an older female around you? He says, you need to fix that. Even if you were right, you need to make amends for that, because she's the adult over you, like in the family. So you need to fix that and make amends. You need to correct that. Even if you were right, he says, you need to be the bigger man and fix that. I also, just like Journey, see that you need to focus on your education, but I feel like you're going in all different directions. You're really uncertain of what you want to do. I keep seeing music, and I keep seeing some other things too, like possibly education and law. So, and English. I keep being shown English. So I don't know what that means, because you're just going in all different directions. And I also keep being shown that you want to move, or there's something like a move coming up around you too. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm being shown.
Well, they also said that they said, yes, definitely. When I was talking about the schooling, it says, I don't know what to do. I've been a firefighter before my career in the military. Anyone else? But the energy that I saw with them is they want you to further your education, whether that even means going to a place and getting a trade. It's still furthering your education to do something different. And they wanted you to follow your dream. And it says, my grandpa passed away in December, and do you see a young girl
that's passed away? I'm assuming that's what he's asking.
I'm assuming so as well.
Did she pass of cancer? Because that's what I'm being shown. A blonde-headed girl that possibly passed away of cancer. Or maybe she was a cancer. Because I keep seeing the word cancer.
But the thing about it is, I'm not connected to the spirit that's talking through Faith, but I am telling you that you need to find a new direction for yourself, because you're in the middle of transformation. I feel like you're kind of like at a crossroads as to what to do. And they were talking about you living your dream and creating it. And I feel like that was a big step in the right direction for you. As it comes to, he said, yes, my ex did in a wreck. So, yeah, she has passed over.
Okay. I'm going to be very blunt, because she's giving me a message
for you. She was 17 when she died. Okay.
Okay, then that's who I'm seeing then. I'm going to be very straightforward with you. Are you wanting to get married? Because she keeps showing me the word married.
Well, it was his fiance.
Okay. Because she keeps showing me that he either wants to get married, or there's something with now. So, and she's saying that
I am married.
Okay. She's saying that you're very stubborn. She comes around you. She likes your wife. She says you're very stubborn. And she says you need to live. This is funny. I've never seen this before. She said, it's just funny because she's your ex. And she says, you need to listen to your wife more. That's funny to me because of how she's conveying it. She's putting her hand on her hip, and she's saying he needs to listen to his wife more. He gets stubborn and he stomps out like a little kid.
Oh. But don't we all? We all have that moment where we just stomp out.
But she loves you a lot. Like, she watches over you. And she says you were of her short life, you were the great love of her life. And she says she's
Oh,
sorry
I'm
that it was
married
so
soon.
traumatic for you at this time.
Getting married soon. That's why she said married. Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, and because I kept feeling like you weren't married yet, but then Journey, um, she said that she will be at your wedding, because she really likes the person that you're marrying, actually. And she said, please learn how to compromise because you get frustrated very easily. And she said that that's hard for you because you want to be the guy in charge that fixes everything. And she says, learn how to compromise and accept love. You have a hard time with accepting love, but emotionally, but
Right.
she is around you and she's happy for you. And she's also showing me children for you.
That's beautiful.
So, because they're with her. So she says she's telling them funny stories about you.
All right. Well, Elijah, thank you so much for your question tonight. Your ex-fiance is definitely with you and sending you love and prayers. You have a great aunt that's looking over you that wants you to know, further your education and go in the direction that, best serves you. So, all right. So thank you so much. And your grandfather stands by your side and gives you strength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your struggles may be real, but he's always beside you. Always.
And
go fishing. He said go fishing.
And one thing I want to tell you that she's telling me too, and I don't mean to spoil it, but she's pushing this on me. She says to tell you you're going to have a little boy first. And that he's a chunky monkey. She's showing him to me. He's a cutie pie.
Thanks, Elijah. We appreciate your question tonight. All right, we're trying to get to as many people as we can, guys. Please be patient as we try to get down the list. All right, so our next person in line is Norma. So Norma's here. Says, I know things in my future are. I know things are my future after 43 years. What about real love / relationship? Do I have any from my loved ones? Is my niece, brother, and my mother together? Who's my spirit guide? Okay. So with your niece, your brother, and your mother, yes, they are together. They do watch over the family. They don't just guide you, but they guide all of you. You do have your own spirit guide. I don't have their name offhand. I think that's best that you don't know that's what they're being said. When it comes to having a real love relationship, I do see it on the horizon for you. I do feel like you're going to go through a couple turkeys first before you get to having your happiness there and finding your knight in shining armor versus an idiot in tinfoil. So when it comes to love life, I see a real strong connection happening in September. I see a warm, loving, caring energy coming your way. I feel as though you're going to be a little skeptical of the relationship at first, but I want you to trust your instincts on this, and I want you to take it slow and not scare yourself, because I feel as though, even though that when real love comes in, you will find a way to try to push it out because you're scared of it. So allow yourself to find love, and it will walk through the door. But before that happens, I do see somebody else walking in. They seem like they're legit. They're not. September is when I see the real connection. So be prepared for that. And I'm going to hand this over to Faith.
Okay, so the person, first of all, let me say all of your family members are around you. Particularly, I keep seeing someone that got shot because I feel pressure in the chest and I hear the bang. That person's around you a lot. And they're like, hey, I'm here, like jumping up and down. And they dress to the nines, like they're showing me their sneakers. But other than that, they are around the family all the time. And they said, please, they wish the family would stop arguing over petty stuff, that there's getting ready to be some type of family reunion or a cookout coming up in about a month and a half. and they will be there. Matter of fact, you guys are going to talk about all the family members that have passed. The other thing that I'm being shown is, as far as your love life, you are your own worst enemy with this stuff, because you know what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when people try to come in, you try to take charge of the situation. Okay? I'm not saying not to be assertive. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But let the man take the lead a little bit. And just because somebody is a decent person doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. Just because you've had some messed up situations, there's not a catch when somebody actually likes you. You keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. Stop doing that and just accept it when it comes in, and let them take the lead. Let them chase you. You have a really strong energy, and you try to take charge early on, and then whenever somebody's decent, you try to like pick it apart, like what's wrong with them that they like me. Stop doing that and just kind of let it happen, like Journey said. You know, don't push people away, because it is coming for you. I feel that it will be by October. This is somebody that at the time you're going to already, I don't think you're going to know them, but you will know of them. There's a connection through a family friend, and there's also something with online, okay? And I feel like their birthday might be in July, is what I'm being shown. They drive a truck, and they might be an auto mechanic or something about cars, is what I'm being shown around them, repairing cars.
All right. Yeah, Norma, we got your post on YouTube. We just did your reading. On Facebook. Norma, go back to 1 hour and 43 minutes, and your reading will start. That way you can hear what we had to say for you, sweetheart. All right, Latoya, you are next on this. Latoya, go ahead and throw us your question. Jesslyn D, you are next. Get your question ready, but don't post it just yet. Guys, everybody is on the list. We're trying to get to them as fast as we can, okay, guys? No one else jump the list. Please do not jump the list. All right, here is Latoya's question. So how do you see me and my boss, Dawn, getting along? I've been getting more job callbacks home, upstate, and I've been thinking about going back. I want to get the vaccination, but scared, thinking I should wait. When it comes to the vaccination, honestly, I feel like you should do that on your own time, but still be safe with everything and all the guidelines and things. Just keep yourself protected. Don't force yourself, but I don't feel like you have anything to worry about when it comes to the vaccination. But I understand the fear. A lot of people have that fear as well. When it comes to your boss, good and bad days. Don't feel like you're going to be too thrilled with that as it comes for more job callbacks. I feel like better opportunities are on the horizon for you. As for going back, I don't see that as a bad thing. So I know that it's difficult to make that type of decision and you kind of feel like you're going backwards. I don't see this as a backwards type thing. I do feel like, you actually are doing what's good for you, and I see more opportunities. So the job callbacks that you're getting now, those are great, but I still feel like there are more on the horizon and more things for you to move forward. So the thing is that, these opportunities that are before you are not the only opportunities that I see for you. So keep looking, girl, because I keep feeling like you're going to find things that just serve you in all purposes. And going back home, I don't find is a bad thing. So with that, I'm going to pass this over to Faith and hear what she has to say.
Hey, LaToya. Okay. So there's a lot here. First of all, with the vaccine, you got to do what you feel comfortable with. Not everybody feels comfortable with taking it or taking it right this second. So don't push yourself. Just do it if it feels right to you when it does feel right to you. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. As far as your boss, I don't really care for her. And I think you'll clash a little bit. Why are you laughing at me, Journey?
Yes, I saw the same thing when you went, and I was like, yeah, good and bad days.
Yeah, I don't really care for her. And I do think you're going to clash with her because she's going to annoy you. Because she's not really professional and she's kind of whiny, bitchy witchy. That's the best way I need to know how to describe her. I see more job opportunities coming for you just like Journey did. And you're going to find one, okay? Within, I would say, less than 2 months, maybe 3 months at the most. That's a better fit for you. As far as going back home, I actually think you would prefer that. And you would feel more of a peace if you go back home. I know you don't want to sometimes, but you're not really happy in the situation you're in. So, plus, I really think you don't like that job. You really don't. It's like, not that you always liked your other job either, but this is different because I feel like it's boring and that boss really rubs you the wrong way. So, that's kind of what you're looking at. But I also feel that by the end of the summer, you're going to feel such a spiritual release, like you shed off a new skin, like you're getting a new skin. Because I just feel like the weight that's on your shoulders is going to be released somewhat. And I keep seeing you praying a lot. And I want you to know, because I see it psychically, that God is hearing you pray and praise Him and thank Him for all these blessings. Even in your difficult times, you've really been getting back in touch with your faith because I see it. And you've been praying a lot. And God hears you. So don't doubt that He does. Because sometimes you're like, oh, Lord, do you hear me? He hears you.
I don't. Should I go back to transit?
I see you doing it. But I also feel that you'll have some other job opportunities, so you should open yourself up to that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, LaToya. We appreciate your question tonight. I need to have Jesslyn D. Jesslyn D., please bring forth your question. And her new boss has control issues from LaToya.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them. We saw them.
There's a difference in being a boss or a supervisor and being just Ringo.
All right. She says, love ya.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Back at you, sweetie. All right. I need Jesslyn D. to bring forth their question. All right. And then after that is Hayden Lickhart. Get your question ready. You're next on the list. And then Zambi G, you'll be after Hayden. Get your questions ready. Jesslyn D, I need your question. Okay. Guys, if you're getting any type of friend request from any type of psychics, consider them trolls. I'm sorry. They come in through Facebook from different areas, so we do apologize. We try to block them as fast as we can. Jesslyn. I need Jesslyn D. That's the person who, that's the name you used on PayPal in order to get your reading. All right, while we wait on Jesslyn D, we're going to go to Hayden Lickhart. Go ahead and post your question. Bless you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to sneeze on air.
I saw that. That's why I said bless you.
It's not working. I'm
Gotta
trying.
Kristen, Nicole, what is your brother's name? Kristen, Nicole, what's your brother's name? All right, and I need Jaslyn D. If I don't get Jaslyn, we'll end up refunding whoever is. We'll refund that one because I'm not seeing it. Tessa, what's your name on YouTube or on PayPal? Because all right, guys, I need people to no, honey, I don't see you on here. And it's too late to jump the list tonight. You can do it on Friday if you like, but it's too late to jump the list tonight. Honey, I need to know what your brother's name is. I need to know what your brother's name is. There's Jaslyn. Let's go ahead and take that name. And Kristen Nicole, please, please tell me what your brother's name is so we can get to that, okay? It says, the father of my child passed away 24 days ago, Christopher Backley, at 8:03 p.m. Suddenly, I want to know he's okay. I'm going to pass this over to Faith because I don't read for those who've passed that early.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. I feel pressure in the head. It was unexpected. I don't feel like, and when I say I'm feeling like I am him. I don't feel like I expected it. It was very quick, very sudden. He is still lingering, though, because he feels like you guys need him. I don't know how old your child is, but what he's showing me is your child afraid of the dark? Because he keeps showing me something about your child and the dark and bedwetting. I keep seeing something about bedwetting. So I don't know what that is. But he is around, okay? And he wishes that people would stop arguing. He said this was all of a sudden, and he says he didn't expect this. He is also apologizing to you because he says he didn't handle a lot of things the way that he should have. He was not always as responsible as he should have been. And he didn't tell you how much he appreciated how much you put up with him. Like, you put up with him doing a lot of things or not doing a lot of things. Like, he should have handled things differently and appreciated you more, like you as a parent even. And he said he's sorry, and he's sorry that all the load is truly on you. And he's just sending a lot of love. So I hope that makes sense to you. And he's saying something about a car, but I don't know what that is.
I'm waiting to see if they respond. She says it does.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Jocelyn. Jocelyn. I hope I say your name right. I always do that.
I actually
He said
really
he was hit by a car
okay. Yeah, because I'm
on his way home.
yeah, I'm feeling pressure. The head area was what was struck or where the impact came.
The two cars.
So, but he's saying he didn't expect that.
She said, "Thank you so much."
I hope it was some comfort to you, and he keeps emphasizing the bedwetting. So be aware of that for your child. He keeps saying something about that.
Okay. Well, Jocelyn, I'm sorry. I honestly don't connect to those who have passed so soon, but Faith was able to give you some clarity and understanding on that. She said, "Thank you. I needed to hear that."
And he's just sending you a lot of love. He says, I wish, he says, she knows I respected her, but I didn't handle my responsibilities the way that I should have sometimes. And he's saying he's sorry for that. And he also wants you to know one last thing. He said, even though we had our difficulties and we were not on the best of terms when I passed, he said, I never stopped loving you. Even though there were other people and we had lots of conflicts and stuff, he said, you were always, whether you know this or not, even though we couldn't get along, he says, you were always my number one. And you never left the corner, even though you knew I was an ass. And that's literally how he worded it. So I just wanted you to know that. But if you would like a further reading, I will be on Friday with Journey, or you can always call me on the site because his energy is fairly strong if you want to go more in depthly. But I hope that I helped you some.
All right. Thanks, Jocelyn. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, I am too.
All right. Kristen Nicole, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Zambi G, get your question ready. She goes, this was everything. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm just glad that he came through for you because sometimes when it's that early, they don't. But he kept making me feel like it was urgent that you knew those things. And he keeps showing me while this other person's getting their question ready, you're already thinking about making a teddy bear or something of his clothing for your child. He says, please do that because it will give your child comfort.
Christina, what is her name? Kristen? Yeah, Kristen Nicole, throw us your question, sweetheart. All right, here we go. Kristen says, I've been having health problems within the last month, so with my stomach and liver, and it's going on. Do you see it getting better? And do you have any messages from those that have passed over for me, please? I would like to know because I feel a presence if someone is someone with me all the time, and I want to know that they are with me. Well, honestly, right off the bat, I seen family with you. That was something that I saw, and I also saw that these health problems that you are going through at the current moment, Spirit saying immediately, follow the doctor's instructions. Stop going away from what they say. You need to take this very seriously. What is happening today can be worse tomorrow if you do not listen to what they are telling you. I keep seeing, I don't know why I keep seeing iron, like a million times. They keep repeating it. Something's going on with your iron. You need to have your iron checked. They're saying that the liver situation can be, I don't want to say 100% fixed, but can be manageable, is what I'm seeing. So I do feel like you'll be able to manage that side. The stomach problem that you have has a lot to do with stress on top of what you're already going through. So the stress is not making your stomach issue any easier. Follow the doctor's instructions. It's very important. That's what I keep seeing. So, do you see my grandfather? Your grandfather is with you, but I keep seeing the energy circling around, going through family member to family member. But yes, your grandfather does stop by, but I'm also seeing a young boy that keeps coming around you as well, trying to make sure that you're safe and that everything is good and that you have somebody here with you. So I'm gonna say that yes, you have multiple spirits that join you and try to comfort you and try to keep you going, basically motivating you to move forward and do the right thing. But my biggest concern is your health, and I'm being forced to tell you, listen to the doctor and check out something about your iron. It's something really big. I don't know why it's showing iron so badly, but it's just screaming it at me. But I'm going to pass this over to Faith.
Okay, couple things that I'm getting.
I didn't give you much time. Sorry.
No, you didn't. But I'm just going to tell her everything I can very quickly. So, a couple things I'm getting. Your iron is that way because you need an iron transfusion. Okay, so you need to have that looked at. Okay, I'm being shown that. Also, stop eating the fatty foods. You're eating fatty foods. It does not agree well with your system. That's why you're having all of the problems in your stomach area as well as stress. And I feel like your liver's having trouble processing things because you're not supposed to be eating some of the things you're eating, and you know that. I mean, you go to the doctor tells you this stuff, and then you don't listen. So I don't know why you go to the doctor, because the doctor can't fix this stuff for you if you don't listen to him. And we're all guilty of that to an extent. So I'm not jumping you. But if you want that pain in your stomach to stop, you have to listen to the doctor. Okay? I'm not going to jump on you as much as Journey, but I do see that. And the other thing is I keep being shown the name of a woman, and it's Catherine. Catherine. I feel like you're going to go to a doctor, and her name is going to be Kate or Catherine, and she's going to help you, but you have to listen. This can be fixed and manageable, but it's probably going to take you about a year. And I don't care if they tell you to eat carrots every day. Do whatever they say. I'm serious because I'm shown this. She goes to the doctor and she's like, whatever. I'm not going to do it. And blah, blah, blah. And it's just going to get worse. So please do it. Okay?
All right. Thanks, Kristen. We do appreciate your question tonight, guys. All right. Now, if you guys didn't get a chance to get a read with us tonight, we are going to be back again on Friday doing the same thing. So definitely tune in on Friday. We'll be more than happy to answer you guys' questions. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing dream interpretation. So if you have a dream that you'd like to talk about, definitely tune in tomorrow to get that. Kristen, we did talk about some of your families are around you and protecting you, honey. Okay? And they are saying the same thing. Listen to the doctor. Go to the doctor is the other thing that I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I keep feeling like she's missing appointments or something. So, or not going when she's supposed to go. So, just keep that in mind. I need Zambi G. Zambi, you are our last question of the night. Last question of the night is coming from Zambi. Waiting on Zambi to throw out their question. And guys, we do appreciate you guys being here tonight. Like I said, we will be doing this again on Friday. So if you guys can get your opportunity tonight, Friday for sure, to get a read, we'll have the same jumps that you guys can do. We're going to be taking as many calls as we can.
Or you can call us on the site.
Yep, you can definitely call us on the site to get a one-on-one reading. You go to mypsychicconnection.com, sign up. You'll get your first 3 minutes for free. And then after that, it's whatever the psychic may be charging per minute after that. All right, Zambi's here with their question. What are I can't pronounce the name. I'm going to say S. What is S intentions for me? Does he want to marry me?
Oh, honey.
Oh, I'm going to leave this up to Faith. She jumped right on it. She jumped right on it before I connect. You connect.
No, y'all don't, honey. Listen, he's got intentions towards you, but stop trying to push this. This is not now. I know you want to get married, and he does care for you, and there is intentions there. But not now. He's too much of a mess, and he's trying to get his life together. Just go with it and have fun. But the marriage time is not now, honey. Okay? So, don't do it. No, not right now. Okay? He has intentions towards you, and he does care for you. But even if you got engaged, it's going to be a long engagement. He's not there yet, honey. So stop trying to manifest it, because it's not happening right now. He's too much of a mess. Okay? You do care for him, but I think you're more in love with the idea of getting married. Okay? Because you don't want to be alone anymore. And this isn't the way to go about it. It's not time. And he's too much of a mess, and he's immature with finances right now. He does have intentions toward that direction with you. Okay. But now it's not the time. I wouldn't do it for about 2 years. Okay? Because he's too much of a mess. But that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
So when it comes down to the situation, and I do believe marriage does come, it's just difficult, and waiting for that to happen is definitely going to take time. I get that there's nervousness there, but it's not nervousness enough to push away and not allow this to happen. But I keep seeing something needs to be complete before you guys can move forward. I don't know what needs to be completed, but it feels like education or something to that nature. I just feel as though that they want to be ready.
Yeah, what I felt is you're trying to rush it. Don't rush it. Because that's going to make him more nervous and push it.
She said maybe my education. Right, that's exactly what I was picking up. It felt like education. But the thing is that, once that's taken care of, that's when he feels complete.
Because you got to have stuff handled.
Right. It'll be all taken care of, and he feels like you guys can focus yourself on your life. But I also see not only with marriage, as I see a house, and there's a whole plan in his head. But he doesn't want to move forward with it until he gets, he likes things step by step in how he plans. Yeah. That's what I saw there. So he likes being the one in charge. So he wants to be the one who, all right, we're doing this today. Tomorrow we're going to do this. Next month we're doing this. Yeah. Next year on Thursday we're doing this. This is how he likes to approach things. So honestly, I do believe that he's going to come forth. He's going to, this is going to be great, but give it time. You'll definitely get this. This is the love of your life. And I see a long, happy relationship.
Yeah. And it's his intention. It's just, You can't push it. Don't push it or it's going to freak him out because he has to have organization with everything.
Right.
And he has to take the lead.
Yep. Absolutely.
And you're like trying to push him. Let's hurry and get married. Let's hurry and get married. Let's hurry. Like, even if you're not saying it, you're pushing that energy and it's freaking him out because all the steps aren't completed yet.
Absolutely. So, Zambi, hang in there. You've got this. This relationship is really...
It's solid, which we don't always see.
It couldn't get better. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to be the happiest person that ever lived.
Well, you know what? For Journey to say that about a relationship question, be happy for the...
Absolutely.
We don't always see the stability that we see with the two of you, and I wish we saw it for more of our clients, but it's not always the case.
Absolutely.
He really sincerely loves you, and he has every intention of having that with you. He just wants both of you to complete the steps that you need to complete to be secure as a couple and as a unit.
Right. All right. Zambi, thank you so much for your question. Says, thank you, I agree, laugh out loud. All right. Well, thank everybody for being here tonight. We do appreciate it. And you guys tune in tomorrow night for Dream Interpretations and Friday again with Journey and Faith. Until then, we want to say thank everybody for being here. Faith, thank you so much for subbing tonight.
Anytime, Journey, you know that.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. See you Friday.
See y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see Faith on Friday. Have a great day, everybody.